Coming at you from the OLR podcast studio.
It's really more of a basement.
Coming to you from the OLR basement studio.
But it's still a podcast.
Coming to you from the podcast basement studio.
Yeah, but you still need to say OLR.
Coming to you from the OLR podcast basement studio.
Oh, that's way too many words.
Coming at you.
That's not enough. You still need to say OLR.
Let's just start. It's OLR. Welcome back to the show. Took a week off. Had a bit of not a medical emergency, but I had to go get a shot of Benadryl, and it made me sleepy last Wednesday. I couldn't talk. Couldn't keep my eyes open, Dustin.
Oh, well, may I suggest Adderall?
Benadryl? Is that what you meant to say?
No, but you said you took Benadryl, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you take Adderall where you're not...
Oh, bring me back up. I see what you're saying.
Where you're not ADHD. You're not ADHD, are you?
No.
So if
there's nothing hyper about me anywhere.
Right. So if you take Adderall, you'll stay up, and we can do like 6 podcasts in a row.
Yeah.
As long as you also give me an Adderall.
Yeah, right.
Because I can't keep up with you without one.
Right. It might bring me up to the level to keep up with you right now. I think you'd be.
I'm a natural high.
You are.
You know what I mean?
You are. Before we get going too far, because I don't want it to get lost in the middle of the show here, I want to make 2 shout-outs. Connor Hale.
Hey, now.
Made a comment on our YouTube. He said the Cavalier is greater than the Tracker.
Well, he don't know about that Tracker life.
He may not.
Does he know about the Cavalier?
Does he know about Cavalier life though?
I don't know. He drives a Blazer. He's my coworker actually. He's a fellow Tutco man.
Okay.
He actually told me that he left that comment on there.
Yeah.
And I didn't know it until he told me that I actually found it last night myself.
I also want to give a shout out to Fire Department Training on Gear BFT.
It's a long ass
name, buddy.
Long ass name.
I'm gonna call you FDT. Fire Department Training. FDT. He said, you guys should do video podcast, make it more interesting. LOL, Pee Wee Herman, lame-o, funny as shit. LAMO.
Yeah.
Laughing ass my off.
Did you say that backwards?
Nope.
That Adderall's already kicked in?
Nope, that's how he wrote it. LAMO. Laughing ass my off.
Well,
he also said, thumbs up, good podcast on Remembering Kobe, and we thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Thank you for subscribing.
Who's the fire department guy?
His name is Fire Department Training on Gear BFT.
You can't look at his face, can you? I tried to click on his profile, but I couldn't see his face.
I believe.
Is it a Mount Vernon Fire Department trainee?
I wouldn't think so.
Is he from upstate New York?
He possibly. He seems to have on a plaid shirt, a vest, and possibly a something over his face. I don't know.
Hey, come forth, whoever you are.
Come forth, young man.
Tweet us at OLR Podcast.
Send us a picture of your face.
Email us at
olrpodcast@gmail.com.
There you go. I never know it. I forget we have an email.
They all come to me. That one comes to me. The other ones don't. Twitter.
Yeah, Connor told me that he's left a shout out not too long ago, and I just seen it last night when I was looking at my phone, looking at the YouTube.
Yeah. Cavalier is greater than Tracker.
And the Cavalier was a badass vehicle.
It was.
It was so badass that AJ would never let me drive it anywhere we rode around to. He's like, no,
we
get the F-150.
Yeah, we don't want to scratch it. Don't want to scuff it. Do you remember in college, you and you are Dustin Cucumber? You remember you and Cucumber taking it off-roading in college?
Yeah.
And punching a hole in the gas tank?
I did.
Driving over a brick?
I was quite the rebel doing donuts in the apartment complex grass area.
Yes, you were quite the rebel.
Should have been doing productive stuff like going to class in that time period, more than likely.
Yep, wasn't.
Yeah, I didn't realize how big of a college bust I was until like you get out, you get a real job, and then you stay out too late at night till like 1 or 2 a.m. Then you have to be at work at 6 a.m. and you're like, you know what? I made it here every time at 6 a.m. You think I couldn't have pulled off a college class at 8 a.m. every now and then?
Maybe 1 or 2.
What a waste I am. What a waste of life. I'm not even being funny right now. Like Waylon is so mad at himself because he didn't graduate as valedictorian in the 8th grade part of it,
It's all down there, hill from there, buddy.
Well, he thinks hopefully he's going to be a salutatorian. But, I tell him all the time, I said, man, it's so impressive how smart you are. I said, imagine if you brought a book home. I said, you don't even bring a book home and you do this. I said, I don't even know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing in there. I don't know what you have in class and all that. And I was like, you know what? Just don't let somebody come in and ruin you, because I was once the top 2 in my class in 8th grade. Then that damn Chucky Smith come in.
Yeah, there wasn't anything you was going to do with Chucky, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I just threw in the towel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
When Chucky came, I'm like, well, this guy just looks smart, first off.
I was
Sorry to profile you, Chuck, but you look smart.
He'll get you. That first impression, you go, oh, I bet he's clever. I bet he's a clever guy.
Yeah.
You know what? He is.
Very clever. He's doing big things. He
was doing some shit last time I talked to him.
I like watching Chucky on Instagram. But yeah, so Chucky basically...
Chucky's on Instagram?
The reason, he talks to us a lot on there.
Well...
Because you are us when OLR podcast and Instagram. You are us.
Mm-hmm.
You're part of it.
Yeah.
Whether you know it or not.
I didn't know
You're the Lucas in the equation.
You got it.
So Chucky, basically, for all my failures in life, it's you. It's your fault. I ended up, I was class behind, I was the one behind Keely's chair. You came in. All of a sudden, I had to revert to like girls and other things.
Yeah.
Not drugs, but I said other things. People were like, well, he's on drugs. I wasn't on drugs. But I liked...
Or alcohol at that point in time, really.
I drank a beer underage sometimes.
Yeah.
Not in 8th grade. I didn't.
There was really no other things at that point.
All right, well,
really just
it's your fault, Chucky. Then I ended up graduating below people who, no offense to some of the ones, I'm not going to say names, but I'm just saying there's 3 or 4 that graduated ahead of me that have done good things in life, but they snuck up on me. Like I got a flat tire and they passed me in the race.
Yeah, right.
Somewhere along the line. I blew a gasket.
Yeah, Chucky was that guy who, his tires were aired up from the get-go.
Hate you, Chucky.
Yeah.
You ruined my life, really.
He's a clever individual. He had some really smart people he hung out with, too, and I believe that has something to do with it. The crowd that you put around you. Everybody he ever brought to the apartment, to do projects or just to have friends over or whatever, they were very clever individuals.
How many goddamn times are you going to say clever in this story?
Excuse the fuck out of me, I guess.
I'm just kidding.
Let me go back to my shout-outs over here.
Get on the thesaurus and find a word for clever.
Which one are you going to know?
Okay. I want to hear them.
Okay, so, Marky Mark. I'm going to go over some comments because we ain't went over comments lately. Marky Mark left a comment. He said, any flags left would love one.
I wonder who that is.
I don't know. I think he's part of the Funky Bunch.
Come forward and I'll give you a flag.
What flags are there?
It's the McNair and Eddie George one.
Okay.
Excuse the F.
Adam Kaufman had some pretty hard things to say about Eric Church back a little while ago. Adam Kaufman said, Eric Church is a traitor. He has no clue what the Second Amendment means with such a stupid statement. He cost himself fans irregardless. I'll come back to that. Of what his arrogant ass says. So, F you, Chief. Call me Eric Church from an American.
When was that comment left?
9 months ago.
Shout out Eric Kaufman if you're still with us.
Adam Kaufman, if you're still
Adam.
there. Yeah, irregardless isn't a word too, buddy. So
you can hang out with me. Lucas throws a lot of words out.
Yeah.
I've never said irregardless, but hey, I know what you meant.
The rest of them are pretty old. Apparently I'm not good at
this is all YouTube.
This is all YouTube comments. DJ Jamal back during the Vincent Hill podcast said the wife and the bodyguard are suspicious.
They still are.
I'm with you, buddy. They're still pretty damn suspicious. The rest of them are a year old.
Yeah, well, go ahead and read them.
Hold on.
I like nostalgia more.
Fire department training on gear BFT has been a fan for a while.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. He left a comment a year ago on Andrew Pope. He said, I recently bought Tyler Childers last week from where y'all mentioned a good song, Lucas. Apple Podcast is not a bad investment. You'll always have it. Point taken.
You still got it?
Yep. Good job, guys. Huntsville, Alabama. Oh shit, been there too many times. Trips there were especially painstaking.
This is still a training department guy?
Yes. But Lucas, you and Dustin do a pretty good show. Dustin kind of was a role model for me and my brother when we were kids. Oh, so he's from your neck of the woods.
Well, which is your neck of the woods.
Dustin, I'll never forget that. Thanks. Apparently, if he was, well, yeah, you would have been.
Is that Matt Franklin, you think?
I don't know. Was you a role model for him?
Well, I don't know, but that's pretty cool if he thinks so.
Huh.
I mean, I just wonder because he's out there in the fire department.
Yeah.
He said me and my brother, and just think he may think we've been neglecting him this whole time, and just we never check our YouTube.
We just don't know how to do this. He also said from our country music shows, what do you guys do? Go interview famous people. Thumbs up.
Basically.
Yeah.
Hey, spoiler alert, Tyler Childers is going to put out a new second album that's pretty fantastic too later on.
Say it one more time. I'm sorry. I was reading.
I said spoiler for him.
Oh, yeah.
I said he's also going to put out Country Squire, which ain't going to be bad.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty good too.
We'll do a better job of keeping up with
it. Well, what I found out is that I wasn't getting alerts, and so I turned my alerts on, and now I was wondering because I was clicked through our YouTube one day to look at views, and I was seeing some comments, and I thought, hell, why didn't I get these? And I went to my email, and I didn't have any emails about it either, so I went and turned on alerts.
I think Chris Raines had put something maybe on the Kobe podcast. Also, it's a great podcast. I've seen that on there. And Mark Poindexter threw a skew at us on the 100th episode back,
30 something ago now.
30 something ago.
Yeah. Short of last week, we've been pretty consistent recently.
Yeah. No, we have. We've been putting them out here lately.
Yeah. Here lately.
Even the bad ones are podcasts.
Throwback.
We got a new listener also, and you'll have to help me with her night, and she's gonna kill me when she hears this in 100 and some episodes. When we got a new binge listener.
Yeah.
She started. I seen her Saturday, and she mentioned she's like, "Hey, I see you post about your podcast all the time. I never can click on it." And then she's like, "I said, well, do you have an iPhone? Let me see." She goes, "No, I got an Android." I said, "I don't know anything about that live."
Right.
But we've walked her through it. Me and her son. God dang, I'm gonna feel bad, but her name's Jalen Hunt. Now, maybe she was a West. She from Red Bull, and she was my age. Cheerleader. Janelyn.
Yeah, Janelyn. Yeah.
I knew how to say your name. Really, Janelyn.
Yeah.
I always thought it was Jalen.
No, Janelyn.
That's how it's pronounced when you sound it out.
Yeah.
It's Janelyn, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Let me look her up.
Janelyn. She was a West.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought she was a West.
Yeah.
I only remember. I remember her from school. I remember because she was my age and cheerleading and Red Bowling.
Yeah, I believe y'all are in the same class, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Huh.
I remember.
I hadn't seen her in a long time.
Well, we follow each other on all social media, but I mean, you don't connect with somebody. And I seen her at the autograph sign I was at.
Yeah. Yeah, I hadn't seen her in a long time.
So she's telling me things that I said and you said back on episode
years ago.
Yeah, in 2016.
Yeah.
She said she's on James Hatcher episode 7 today. I said, hang on. I told her on Saturday.
Skip to like number 80, honey.
That's what I told her. I said, don't even waste your time with the early ones. I said, they kind of suck.
Yeah.
Everybody else don't think they suck. I don't think as bad as we do, but.
Yeah, but that's, they didn't do them. They're just listening to us and thinking, oh, they're doing fine. Bless their hearts.
Shit's about to get real. About 80 episodes.
Yeah. Hang on. It gets different.
When Lucas quit his job and stopped giving a F.
Yeah.
Went pretty interesting, and I don't know what the world will be by the time you catch up to this episode.
Yeah,
because this world may be. I'm thinking this world's ending.
The coronavirus may kill us all. I don't know. I wasn't too worried about it, but then I started getting a little bit more worried about it.
I'm still not worried about it at all. Actually, it's pissing me off. It's pissing me off because today the Golden State Warriors announced they're canceling people from coming to the games. Which
NCAA tournaments canceling people.
That's the big one. I didn't care about the Warriors. That's in San Francisco. But
you say shit sometimes. It just it just comes out,
Edit that. So And then I even knew better when I said it. I knew.
Yeah,
I knew what I
I
was
seen
saying.
it on your face. I seen it on your face when you was debating saying it,
Then I said it.
and then you said it, and then I saw the instant regret of.
Don't
Will you
always.
take that? Will you take that out?
It's whatever.
Yeah,
They know they are.
yeah.
And but then NCAA, that's a big deal, man.
It is a big deal.
That
March
is huge.
Madness is the big thing, right?
That
The
was
Arnold
unbelievable.
Classic that was in Ohio this past weekend. They canceled the expo and no crowd to watch them. There was all the bodybuilders posed with their family and the judges.
See, I maybe I can get some video of that. I can't visualize what the NCAA tournament is going to look like with no people in it.
Yeah,
People got to be feared of this shit because, like, that's money.
yeah.
It's a lot of money they're turning back on.
Mm-hmm.
And then I know for a fact it's not been revealed yet. But I bought that Grizzlies 3-pack. I've been excited to see Zion Williamson play
Mm-hmm.
all season. Next Friday, I'm supposed to leave for Memphis to go watch the game on Saturday. You already know that's going to be canceled.
Oh yeah, you're not going to make it to that.
You already know that me and Waylon are big memorabilia collectors.
Mm-hmm.
And I got the friend that lets me inside the FedEx Forum early.
Mm-hmm.
So I already know that. And the NBA had banned, like, at the first of the week, they said players are to not give high fives to teammates, fans. It's all fist bumps.
All fist bumps.
No autographs allowed inside the arena.
Mhm.
So all hope was just catching them from shoot around or something to get Zion to sign something for Waylon.
Mm-hmm.
That's up in smoke. But I mean, it's not even like I've got to know something quick because I got a hotel for 2 days in Memphis. I got to cancel it so I won't get charged.
Right. So what I've learned about this coronavirus is that that fist bumping and shit ain't gonna help you any. So apparently, the one way you really, really catch it is breathing. So if you can figure out how to quit breathing, that would be the way. That's going to be the way to go with it.
You seen the people in Memphis has put their kids in trash bags?
No.
Yeah, I put my baby on. I put my baby in trash bags.
Yeah.
You better believe it.
You know those masks that everybody wearing?
Masks.
Mm-hmm. They don't fucking matter. That ain't gonna help you.
If we're going by how the word ask is usually pronounced, because it's axe, it's max.
As a max, yeah.
Better get your max on.
Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival.
Why do you think people have such hard trouble saying a 3-letter word ask?
I don't know. I say all kinds of words with a country accent, so I don't know.
Let me ask you a question. Oh, you better ask me a question.
What's that from?
I don't know. It's 3 letters, though. Sound ask. Ask. Well, I know.
They may have a
Who's they?
speech impediment. Whoever you're talking about, the theoretical people that you're talking about.
I'm just saying ask. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you. Let me ask.
Let me go back to this before you get us in trouble. The Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival and its country music counterpart, Stagecoach, have both been moved to October amid growing global concern. More than 119,000 people have been infected worldwide, with more than 4,200 deaths as of Tuesday night in the United States. There are more than 970 confirmed cases, according to Johns Hopkins.
It's bullshit, man. Look, Clay Travis is a guy that I follow. He got fame from being on 104.5. He's a lawyer, but he's on a national account now.
Mm-hmm.
We're witnessing a fascinating case study in mass hysteria. Coronavirus is less contagious than the flu, and based on South Korean data, has a death rate of 0.6% for those who are infected. 99.4% of all infected, regardless of age, recover. He said 30,000 people a year die from the flu. 3 people have died from coronavirus.
That's not true. 600,000 people died in 2018 of the flu.
Well, maybe I just read that.
Yeah.
That could have been me reading wrong.
Yeah.
Still, 3 people have died from coronavirus. And
Here's the thing that's kind of spooky about the coronavirus is that, one, you can be infected and be spreading it without being sick. So once you get it, you're contagious. That's the scary part. Now, the other thing is like the flu, it's very, very hard on people that are already sick. Like 65% of the men 65 years and older in China that got it, 65% of them died. Heavy smokers, though.
I'm not old or don't smoke.
Right.
I'm pretty pissed off about this whole situation. I want to.
You want to be old and smoking?
I want to watch Zion versus Ja Morant, and I want to have my rendezvous ribs, and I wanted to go to the Memphis Zoo.
Well, you can still do all of those things if you want.
I can't go watch Ja versus.
You can't. You could probably sneak in. You've got into harder places to get in than that will be.
I've been in some places I never thought I'd be in. If you know what I'm talking
about. Shut up. Madonna canceled 2 Madam X shows in France. Pearl Jam, they postponed their tour. France has banned all gatherings of more than 1,000 people to prevent the spread of the virus.
I don't give a shit about France anyway.
Miley Cyrus, who was set to headline an Australian bushfire relief concert, saying that she is no longer traveling to Australia for the show. St. Patrick's Day parades have been canceled. Coachella, like we said. South by Southwest down in Austin, Texas.
What do they think?
World's going crazy.
What do they think is going to happen when they cancel all these things and like all these people who are college fans and people on campus? They're going to have watch parties and they're going to be in a lot tighter quarters than they would be at a big arena.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're thinking just maybe 30 people will get sick instead of 30,000. I don't know.
Maybe the world's ending. Do we have any religious friends we can ask what they said when the world was going to end? What happened?
I don't know if Nostradamus predicted this one or not. I don't know.
Is there anybody we can ask?
We've got a buddy that we could probably call and ask. I think he listens to the show, so you know who you are. Just call Dustin and tell him. And then he can
email Lucas.
Yeah. Email me. Tell me. I'm not worried about it.
I've been more concerned about other things I've done in my life than catching the coronavirus.
Yeah, it's gonna, unless I get it off of a Gatorade or something.
If I made it through college and the coronavirus ain't nothing on me.
I mean, I've been in the trash before. I've been down pretty far.
You been bottom of the barrel trash bagging before?
Yeah.
You old skank, you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have.
I don't think I'm worried about the coronavirus. I'm in a lot better shape now than I was then.
That's right.
So what else you been doing?
I don't know. I got so much random stuff. Let's
random it up.
One reason we didn't have a show last week is we really didn't have much to talk about.
That and
you were sick.
I was sleepy.
It's because you've been on Adderall for too many days and it hit you.
I jabbed myself in the hand with a needle while I was giving a vaccination. And about 4 hours later, I couldn't bend my finger and my hand was starting to swell up. I started to get concerned, so I went to see the doctor. And that's something I don't generally do. Go see the doctor.
Yeah, but when you got, metal in your shavings in your hand, you probably got, what's that called when you get like metal and like you fall on like a dirty nail or something?
Tetanus.
Yeah.
I got a tetanus shot. I did get a tetanus shot. I also got a shot of Benadryl and a shot of prednisone and a shot of antibiotics and then some antibiotics to take home with me.
You're a junkie.
I am.
It's a lot going on. I don't know. I don't really know where to. All this is so random that there's really nowhere to start with it at.
Well, you got a list, so let's start at the top.
It's so much stupid shit because I'll just think of stuff off, like it'll just hit me throughout the week.
Mm-hmm.
One thing is bothering me.
Yeah.
And it kind of has something to do with ask, but you know how I kind of talk about people say finna?
Yeah. Yeah.
When it's redneck terms, it's fixing. Well, normal everyday talk, it's
about to. You're right.
Country talk is
fixing.
Finna. So that's we've already been on that a little while. Trying to.
Mm-hmm.
That's that. This one I can't even justify. Not even on all the.
Say it again.
I've been seeing. I follow a lot of different athletes
on
Instagram, and I've been seeing the word ION.
Ion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is ion to anybody with any chemistry, science background.
Mm-hmm.
These athletes who struggle tremendously with the proper English language.
Right.
Ion is like, I don't. Like, I've been seeing people put.
I don't even know.
I don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even. Say it again. I don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
So I looked it up on Urban Dictionary.
Yeah.
A word for idiots who don't know how to, or for some reason don't want to, spell out I don't, making themselves look like morons. When I see the word on used as I don't, I assume the person wasn't able to spell don't and or didn't pay attention during sophomore chemistry. Swagger Tumbler wannabe, I don't care what she want. Sorry, I'm white. I don't care. She do what she want. Me. An ion is a particle with an electric charge because of the loss or gain of electrons. You half-wit, idiotic fucktard.
Ow.
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 Ow. Ow. I can't even. Ow.
I'm trying to make a sentence with it. I don't even know how to. Oh, I got you.
I don't worry about it. I don't think I'm be tripping about the coronavirus
I ain't mad.
and shit.
I don't worry about it.
I don't be worrying about it.
No.
I don't be worrying about it.
I don't worry about it.
I don't.
What else is on your
How
list?
hard is I don't? I mean, come on, Lucas. Political correctness out the window. We're not being mean. It's just the English language. It's not that hard. I don't, Lucas. I'm not being mean to anybody. I love everybody. But god dang, it's I don't.
I just mess up so many words.
Why do we have to get lazy on I don't though?
I just mess up so many.
I don't
know.
I mean, I know y'all ain't really a thing. We you all.
Mhm.
That's y'all.
That was in a book. I do remember seeing that one.
20 years out. It's gonna be in a book. There's gonna be trying, then there's gonna be trying in the dictionary. I hate it really.
Mm-hmm. Do you think fixing to is ever gonna be in the dictionary?
No, I don't think so. But
I don't think so.
Should be.
No, it shouldn't.
Fixing to.
What are you fixing though? Right. I always say I'm fixing to go. I'm fixing to go.
I'm about to. I'm about to leave.
Yeah. I'm about to leave. Yeah. Well, I'm fixing to go too.
Well, maybe your hillbilly ass needs to quit saying fixing to. Maybe we're part of the problem. Maybe we're the hillbilly problem.
I believe wholeheartedly that you and I are part of the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're incredible. You're gonna loop me in with you.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
You think I say fixing to?
Yeah, I do.
Do you know that? Do you have me on record saying it anywhere?
In 138 episodes, probably.
I'd say people that say I don't are probably saying these rednecks when they fixing to. What are they fixing to do?
Mm-hmm.
What are they fixing? Y'all tripping.
And I would say
I don't.
I'm going to go fix something because that's what I do.
Your grammar.
Yeah.
Your grammar is what I'm fixing.
I'm probably not going to fix my grammar.
Well, you know what else kind of gets my nerve?
Tell me.
This is I guess I'm just on a period this week.
Well,
started spotting this morning a little bit. I knew it was coming. And man,
you want me to tell you how bad I know this one aggravates you? You crossed your eyes right then trying to get started somehow.
I'm just going ahead and ask for forgiveness for So whether you're National Guard, Marine, any whatever branch you're in, can we? I get real pissed off when I read something on the internet and it says at 1500 yesterday. At 1500, so and so happened, buddy.
It's 3:00.
It's 3:00.
Yeah.
Well, you're no longer. You're not in that world. When you're talking to me, I didn't sign up for the Marines. I didn't sign up for the for anything. I don't want to have to do the math because your stupid ass is still in Full Metal Jacket. Okay, if you're talking to me, a non-Marine, a non-National Guard, brother, come at me with some 3:00. Okay, I don't want to look at my watch and say, oh, it's 12. Fucking 12. Oh, 3:00. So 12 plus 3 is 15. So 1500 hours is 3:00.
15 minus 12. 3. Right.
When you're in Afghanistan, when you're in guard duty, whenever you're hanging out with a bunch of other guys with shaved heads,
1900 hours.
Throw it out all day.
Yeah.
Because they know what you're talking about. Because they signed up for that. I didn't sign up for that. If you know what, I didn't. I don't want a part of it. Or does it? Don't bother you, does it?
No, not even a little bit.
Yeah. I saw it yesterday on Facebook and I cringed a little bit. Somebody just said, I didn't know the guy was a post of a show I might share. And it's like, at 1,500 hours yesterday. That's got to bother somebody else.
Maybe it does.
Somebody it's got to bother. Maybe I'm just a little anal about stuff.
Maybe you are.
I just think it's stupid, man. I just think it's dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Who talks like that?
It's a way to.
Chris Boone don't talk like that.
Yeah, he's a Marine. He don't talk like that.
I just worked with a guy who was in the Marine 8 years. You know what he said?
3 o'clock.
I wish 3 o'clock would hurry up and get here. He never said, wish 1,500 hours would hurry up and get here. Because he's not a douchebag.
Right. It's a good way to imply that you mean afternoon.
We're better. Does that make you better than me? Because you know what you can rattle off what 1,700 is? I don't care. It's 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock somewhere.
It seems like it seems like you can use it pretty well too, though.
Because I'm not retarded. Does anybody ever write a song called "It's 17 Hours Somewhere"?
No.
Is it catchy?
It really don't have a ring to it.
No, I don't.
It don't really have a ring to it.
Now sing me sweet goddamn. Drop another one. Sing me sweet 5 o'clock somewhere over there. Just say it.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's 17 hours somewhere.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
It's 17 hours somewhere.
Let's say 1,700 hours.
It's okay because that's actually how it
Yeah.
said. It's 1,700 hours somewhere.
You know what that sounds like?
What?
It sounds like you put in like an incredibly long amount of time trying to do something.
Hit me with it 5 o'clock somewhere again.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Exactly.
You know what that feels like?
A song.
It feels like it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's beer time.
Yeah.
Give me a Bud Light.
When you say it's 1,700 hours somewhere, seems like a long ways away. That's
Yeah.
That's kind of far.
Hit me with it again.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Bud Light.
Yeah.
Miller Light.
It's 1,700 hours somewhere.
Where?
Where?
Oklahoma?
Where are we going?
Where are we going?
Holy
Oklahoma?
shit,
Montana?
We could circle the earth a bunch of times in 1,700 hours.
Don't want a part of it.
I don't want to do it.
Put your fatigues down. Talk like the rest of us.
Are we going to the moon?
I don't know.
I thought it'd probably take that long.
5 o'clock, we're going to the bar.
Yeah.
Bud Light, Miller Light.
1,700 hours, you might make it tomorrow.
Shot of Jim Beam.
I don't know.
Maybe some Red Bull and vodka.
Let me see. 1,700. That's 70 days. Shit, you might make it to Mars in 70 days.
I don't want to go there either.
I don't want to go there.
I don't have an appointment
Me
there.
and Elon's not
I didn't
going
leave
there.
nothing in Mars.
I'm not going.
5 o'clock, though.
Yeah. You could
Beer
get
time.
real far in 71 days.
Dumb.
Yeah.
Dumb.com.
Yeah. It's not, you're definitely right that that's not a good way to make songs.
We've also got to stop men
From being,
limp handshakes.
oh my God.
Stop it.
There's this guy that I used to race 4-wheelers with, and I'm not going to name any names. That was too far, but shake my hand right now. I'll show you how he shook my hand. But I want you to shake my hand like I would normally shake somebody's hand. Okay?
Or like I would shake somebody's hand.
Yeah. Yeah. You see what I did?
I would puke on that dude's chest if
I
he come
wish-
at me like that.
I wished I had some water to put on my hand right then,
Because
because that's how it was always wet. Let me do it again. Let me just
that's like you're trying to fist somebody.
Kiss me.
Yeah.
Like,
Hello, man.
I told him.
How are you, dear?
I told him. I said I appreciate you shaking my hand every time you see me. However, you hand me your hand like that one more time, I'm gonna kiss you right on the knuckles.
Do I know this person?
No.
Man, I get creeped out.
I don't like it.
Full force, man.
Give a handshake.
Like a stern look you in the eye, like a man.
Take you in, pat you on the back.
Now wrestlers, I've heard old wrestling lingo where like that was like a thing they done like in the 70s and 80s and early 90s. Like if you're going to shake hands with the wrestlers, it was a soft, limp handshake. That way you knew you were one of the boys. Like if you were wrestling out of territory or
I
something.
don't like it.
I don't either. But like that was like their way of.
I hate that as much as I hate anything is the limp ass handshake.
Man, I just almost lose respect for a guy.
Yeah.
As soon as you come at me with a limp handshake, I'm just like, nah.
And the wet part was what always got me is why is your hand wet? No, I seen you just standing here. You've had your hands in your pockets for a minute. I seen you was here. So why are we? Why is our hand wet?
Like a nervous palm, like sweaty.
Yeah, like it's like you'd been thinking for a while. Hey, I might have to shake this dude's hand. This would be the appropriate response to somebody doing that.
Ooh.
Here's my favorite part. Look, watch this guy's face right here.
Two guys arm wrestling. The guy sucks his finger off. The guy's like, did he really just do that?
Yeah. Anyway, that's
it's random ass videos.
I don't know. I just find random shit.
You're pretty clever.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
limp handshakes.
I don't know. I just
guys.
I want
figure it out.
I want a limp handshake like a woman wants a limp.
Yeah.
Penis.
Mm-hmm.
Can we say it?
You did.
Who's edited me? You?
No, I'm not.
You.
I'm
not on that one.
I'm just going to go back to 14 minutes and 53 seconds and take out that one thing.
Where I was talking about the
those.
Yeah.
I'm going to take that out.
Might as well.
Yeah.
He's a little mudge, a little aggressive.
He's a little more than what you probably meant to do.
We all know that's the capital.
Yeah.
We all know it's the capital.
Yeah. Let's just not do it again. You know, I don't want to make 2 edits.
Not going to.
Yeah, I don't want to.
But would you not agree? As a limp, women don't want limp penises in their life.
No,
it's a natural known fact.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want them.
I would imagine that a man that goes in with a limp handshake also carries a limp, one of those other things, to the bedroom all the time.
What's that?
Penis.
Your microphone.
Penis.
So you come at me with a limp penis with that handshake right there?
I think that's what happens. I think that's the only way it comes into the bedroom is like this.
Ain't enough Viagra in the world.
Here's the part that always got me. Do it one more time. Last time. The pinch, the little pinch.
And I'm stuck.
Look, now you're stuck.
There's not enough.
And I'm not shaking your hand. I'm jiggling your arm at that point. That's what I would get.
There's not enough Viagra, Cialis, Rhino 69, Old Baby, Green Mama, Black Mama, Red Mama.
Not enough.
Not enough any of the sex shop Dizzic pills in the Wiz world to help a man with a limp handshake.
I like to go in
strong, hard and strong.
I like to know.
Yeah.
I like that other person to know that I was in there for a handshake. They may not remember anything except for the fact that I shook their hand.
They're gonna feel it the next day when they've had your hard. handshake.
I'm gonna roll some stuff around in there.
Yeah, you're gonna hit.
I'm gonna hit the back.
You're gonna hit the sides.
I'm gonna hit the back whenever I get there. I'm gonna get all the way around.
All the way around in it. You're all up in it.
Side to side. That's how I handshake. That's what I was meaning.
That sounded like the sex or weightlifting Adam Sandler had on What the Hell Happened to Me.
Oh, that was hilarious.
These people are having sex or they're weightlifting.
Stand right there. Oh, I better slow down. Nope.
Hey, goat.
That was weightlifting. You button hooked me. I didn't know you were going to button hook me.
Regular fucking Staubach over there, huh?
You button hooked me.
And the old man, he's like, put up your dukes. I'm like,
I got no dukes.
I'm going to go up now. Yeah, you button hook. Yeah, you better not mention that again, you. Hey, coach, you got a note, huh? You got a
knot on your head.
Yeah, you better not mention that again, you.
Chicken slapper.
Drop my ink pen.
Did you?
Can you have another one? 16 over there on the table?
I was like, have another one. I've got another one.
Oh, there it is again. Oh, they're still throwing them at me. Flying objects all up on my face. This one guy told me.
I need one of those back, actually.
Yeah, have this one. This one guy that listens to our podcast every week, he said, hey, I really love the Never Have I Ever episode. He said, but I want to throw in something I couldn't believe y'all didn't throw in.
Let's hear it.
He said, you don't have to say my name, and I won't. He said, this is before we had kids, when, sex life was still pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
He said, I can't believe nobody mentioned Pop Rocks. I mean, obviously, you've never had that in your life, I guess, the way you looked at me dumbfounded, like you've never.
No, I know what Pop Rocks are. However,
you don't know what they mean in sexual terms?
Yeah, I have I don't even know how they would come into play sexually.
You don't. You know what they do? You put it in their mouth. You didn't put Pop Rocks anywhere but your mouth, right, Lucas?
That's the only place I've ever put them.
Yeah.
Was in my mouth.
Well, that's where I thought he was going with the story that
I was assuming, because the only place that they go that I've ever seen is in your mouth. And I can't imagine, with the way they feel in your own mouth, that they would feel good on you anywhere else.
Well, I've got a best friend that looks like a troll that might disagree with you on that. He said that was their old jam back in the day.
I'm going to assume that they were inserting them somewhere other than their mouth.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
Is that what you mean? Is that what you're getting at?
Are you talking about the exit sign?
The exit side.
Oh man, you got weird real quick.
I didn't get weird because
You actually, you are actually the one that got weird.
You're the one that was alluding to the fact that he may have been putting them somewhere besides his mouth.
Well, I'd maybe alluded to that, but you took it to another level. I alluded to it. Yeah, you're the one who took the ball and ran, Ezekiel Elliott. You stiff armed the hell out of that one, Derrick Henry. Just kept on going down the sideline. But you fumbled.
Is that where you meant?
No.
Okay.
No, this is even weirder, really. Because why do you stop? Why do you stop with a slow jack at a ball road? Is what I mean. The boy had him on Pop Rocks on his testicles.
That's weird.
Just put the pine tar from the baseball of the hat on them. Just swiped them up on the nizzuts for some reason. I don't know why. He said they burnt. It burnt. Pop Rocks on the testicles.
That's
Did you hear him? Do your best Pop Rock impersonation on the microphone.
I don't want to because that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
I don't know why you put it there.
I don't know what scenario led to somebody going, let's do this.
Maybe they were.
Did you ask the guy if he'd done it?
If he done
say
it?
His name.
I'm not gonna say his name.
Say his name. I want to call him out.
I can't say that.
Yeah, say his name. What's it rhyme with?
I could do it. I could tell you his initials, but
yeah, tell them to me.
I can't. I'm not.
Tell me right now.
I'm not.
Tell me on air because I want to.
Not going to call somebody out on air.
I want to ask him specifically why in the hell, or what led him to.
You can ask him. He'll hear it.
What led you to? I'm going to start making. I'm just going to start saying names from your work.
They don't work with me.
Oh,
you don't know him.
Oh, okay.
You can ask him. He listens.
Yeah,
he'll hear it.
Gary.
Nah, Gary don't know. They don't listen.
Connor.
I can say it again. He don't work with me. I saw him at a game the other day.
At a game you were refereeing? So it was one of your friends.
You don't know the guy, okay?
Okay.
You don't even know he exists.
Give me his initials then. If I don't know him, what's it matter?
AB.
AB.
Yep.
Hey, B. What the hell were you thinking putting Pop Rocks?
It was his partner that done it.
Yeah.
I didn't like he directed him there. I don't know that he did or didn't. I wasn't there.
I
wasn't hosting the porn show.
Why would you let somebody take Pop Rocks to your nether regions?
Maybe he thought she was putting them in her mouth, and he was going. And, it was going to be like Trojan commercial, just like fireworks explode in the bedroom, like it did on West 3rd Street.
Next thing you know, you've got
back bedroom to the left.
Next thing you know, you've got burning junk. Because somebody's put Pop Rocks on your junk.
Then the guy next to him took it a whole other level. He's like, "This one time I had jalapenos," and I thought, "Whoa, what do you mean jalapenos?" He goes, "No, I'm just cutting it up for dinner." And I had them in my hand, and I went to
put it on
piss.
your junk.
He went to piss later, and then all of a sudden, like
he put it on his junk. But that's a scenario that I can see having happened.
I was so relieved.
I cannot figure out a scenario where somebody would think, "Hey, let's intentionally put Pop Rocks."
I think it burnt. He said it burnt.
Well, if he said it did, I believe him.
I'm going to order some from Amazon and
AB.
give them to you.
No.
For Valentine's Day.
No.
Hey, it's almost your birthday.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do it then. We won't, but I'll go.
I don't like that you're going to be involved in it. I don't.
I'm just.
I don't want to be involved in it myself, and I don't know why you're going to.
I'm just trying to spice up your sex life. I get it.
Yeah, I get it too.
Not with me.
It don't need to be that spicy.
You don't know the spicy. Maybe this guy's just tender.
Yeah, he could be. I'm not gonna. I'm almost say he's real tough. You're a pervert guy.
He is?
Guy.
You think he is?
Yeah.
He's a pervert?
Yeah. Guy.
Maybe he just.
You would have. You'd have been drunk sitting down here at the Never Have I Ever show, I believe.
Maybe not.
I believe so. You put Pop Rocks on your junk, you've done some shit.
Every time I leave the house and Never Have I Ever comes up, they want to talk about how indignant these two guys were. Just how outlandish and not giving a F they both were.
They weren't indignant.
the word they threw out.
Who did?
AB. That was actually the word they threw out.
Yep. Indignant means treated unfairly. They thought they were treated unfairly.
I don't know. I didn't know what it meant.
Yeah.
I don't use it.
Yeah. Anyway, what's our next one?
I don't know. It's such a random show.
Yeah, just
What are you going to title this one?
pop rocks on your nuts, I guess. Where did they put the pop rocks?
On the nuts.
Yeah, that's going to be the title. Where did they put the pop rocks?
Now you know. Do you want to see Dolly Parton
Yeah.
in Playboy
Yes,
at 75?
of course.
She said boobs don't age.
Yeah, I guarantee you hers look like the day they were put in,
But the thing is,
which was like in 1995.
Playboy, really? That's
The last set, probably.
Playboy doesn't do nude anymore, though.
Really? I thought they turned around and went back on that.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I think so.
Google it.
Yeah. I believe Playboy has decided.
I just don't understand how you have Playboy without. You know, I'm sure they don't sell as many copies as they do, but
I believe that was a disaster. Yeah, Playboy is naked again as of 2017.
oh wow,
Yeah, that lasted for just a very short period of time.
I didn't even realize it was that long ago when they went away from it.
Yeah, first non-issue was March 2016, and then by February 2017 they were
not
back.
even a full year, huh?
Yeah, they couldn't get back.
I would look at Dolly Parton in Playboy at 75.
Yeah.
Why would you not? Hey, Dolly Parton was beautiful.
Oh, my God.
She's beautiful.
Did you see her? And you remember? Did you watch the movie 9 to 5?
Sing it for me.
9 to 5. What a way to make a living.
Why'd you come in here looking like that with your cowboy boots and your painted on jeans? You like that?
I did. Look at her. She was beautiful.
Yeah, she was.
Mm-hmm.
Were those fake right there, you reckon?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. Jane Fonda there beside of
I
her.
thought the early ones were real.
Mm-mm. Them ain't been real. She was probably born in, 1873?
I'll give or take. I think
Yeah.
Wikipedia says 1890, but
Yeah.
pretty close.
I think 1890, or I'm sorry, 1932, she got her first fake set. Lily Tomlin was the other woman. I couldn't think of her name. She was a doll.
She was pretty.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, what was you saying?
I'm just asking you to look at it. It's all I said.
Oh, yeah, for sure I would. Why wouldn't you? It's Dolly.
What's your favorite Playboy of all time?
I've never had one, so I don't have.
You've never owned one?
I've never owned a Playboy.
You don't have to own one to know who was in one. Do you remember the first one you ever saw?
Yeah, I do.
Who was in it?
Oh, I mean, nondescript 19-year-old somebody.
Really?
Yeah, nobody famous that I know. I don't think I've ever seen one with somebody famous in it. Like a
Celebrity
guest,
is
a
what
celebrity.
They call it celebrity.
Yeah, I was gonna say famous guest is what I was going for. Celebrity makes more sense. I've never seen one with a celebrity in it.
You didn't remember seeing Jenny McCarthy? Beautiful. Good Lord.
Good Lord.
So you never saw the Jenny McCarthy?
No, I didn't. I never did see them.
Pamela Anderson, the 17 issues. Here, Throwback Thursday on this. The Barbie twins from 1991.
I don't know who
When
that
I was
is.
7. When I was 7 and got a hold of one of those Barbie twin magazines. Didn't even know what I was looking at. It changed my life.
Yeah. You've been a connoisseur ever since. I've never owned one. Never had one.
I heard you had
Good Lord.
She's so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty.
Yeah. What was you gonna say now? You heard I had a subscription?
Yeah.
No. Your information is incorrect.
One time.
I have the internet.
One time Lindsay got me a subscription. She says, "No, ain't that good. Your wife give you
Your wife got your subscription to Playboy?
Yeah." And I said, "Well," you really just renewed it. My ex-girlfriend actually gave me a subscription. You're just continuing. You got it for a cheaper rate, girl, but that's about it.
Yeah. Let's not brag that you used your coupon to get it.
We paid $30 the first time to get this. It's just we got it back for $12.97.
How do they? They don't sell magazines like that much anymore. People don't buy print magazines anymore. I wonder how in the hell they're still.
I don't either. I don't get it.
Hugh died just in time.
Yeah.
He didn't really, because at the point in time he didn't even own the Playboy Mansion anymore. Whenever he passed away,
I know that.
he lived out in the guest house. The Playboy Mansion wasn't even his.
The only magazines I buy a magazine for fantasy football once a year to preview it,
Mm-hmm.
and they put those things out so far before the season, it's almost irrelevant.
Useless.
Yeah, it's useless by the time, because so much stuff happens through training camp and everything else. So, nowhere. Do you ever get? Okay, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like when you get compliments about your body from people?
Never happens.
No, but like Connor, for example, at work, I always complain about something going on. And I'm like, man, I just can't get to the gym. Or this shirt, this shirt's pretty tit hugging. No, you look good. You look good. And I know he's just being facetious when he said, just keeping your hopes up. So this kid at the gym, and I know who he is. I mean, I know him. We know each other, like, to speak.
Mm-hmm.
He's about 10 years younger than us, at least. Who's just stud, right? He's always been a big athlete, good looking kid.
Yeah.
Girlfriends, just top notch, So I come in the gym, a gym I've been going to for a better part of 10 years.
Yeah.
And barely get in there to get some cardio in. Just enough for Tutco to pay for my 8 visits a month.
Right.
I'm going there solid twice a week just to get my fulfillments and feel like shit about being such, just where I am physically. So I go in there and he's like, "Oh man, what's up, brother? I thought that was your voice. How you been, man?" "Oh man, just trying to get it in."
Yeah.
Just trying to get it in, trying to feel good.
Mm-hmm.
"Oh man, yeah, you look good, man. You look good. You arms, man, your arms look good, man. How hard you been hitting it?" I was, "Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now."
Yeah.
This dude is chiseled out of fucking stone.
Yeah, looks like somebody made him instead of a person.
Yeah, like he just been like pushing sleds and everything in the one room, and he just got out of the sauna, and he's like got an 8-pack, and hair blowing in the he's like there's some kind of like smoke screen, like smoke machine behind him, like he was a Hollywood star. I'm like, come on, man, you see you see I'm fat.
You see what's happening here.
Like he's one of them dudes. Like if you walked in, your wife was like, "Look."
Yeah, I get it. Look at him.
I was like, no, okay, yeah. Why didn't you do it sooner?
Yeah,
I would have. I've thought about him.
I seen the guy that I used to work out with in Carthage, and really nice guy. And I wasn't big and muscled up while I was in Carthage. I kind of was whenever I first got there, but it trailed off really quickly.
Stress will eat you alive.
I seen him, and I hadn't seen him in 2 years, and he goes, "Hey man, he's lost like 50 pounds. He was a big muscled up guy. Now he's just shredded." Right? I said, "Hey man, how you doing? You look great. You been working out?" I said, let's both be honest with the situation here. You look fantastic. You've lost what, 50 pounds? He goes, "Yeah, actually I have about 53 pounds. I was like, "Fantastic. You know as well as I do I look like shit. So let's not lie to me."
Yeah,
Let's not start off by lying to him. He goes, "I was just being nice." I said, "Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I know what you were doing. Let's just not do it though."
I get more insecure
when people do that shit.
Yeah, because like me and Connor was talking about at work today, we're like, and I said, I get it. He was just being nice.
Yeah.
Just like you just said. That's exactly the words I said to him today. He's like, "Man, you think he went back to his other younger friends who are also in shape and had a good laugh about you?"
You think so?
Yeah,
you imagine? You imagine? Yeah. Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Hey, man, I seen DK at the gym.
He's so fat. Have you ever seen anything
like it? Oh, my God.
it?
Dude need to train and bra. He's so ridiculous. I mean,
He was talking about how tight his shirt was, and I was like, "Yeah, missile tits." And then, but I said, no, you look great.
Oh, you look good. You look good. I mean, man, washboard abs here. This dude's in here with a 265, 75, 16 Michelin hugged up in a Nike hoodie.
This
hiding his body, fat ass prick.
The
Never did like him anyway.
The one guy gave me the correct response one time, and I always appreciated it. I was kind of irritated at him prior to that about something else, but I really respected him afterwards. He asked me, he said, you still go over to this place and work out?" I said, "Why, do I not look like it?" He goes, "Well, no." And I said, "Oh, well, actually, yeah, I do. I do still go." He goes, "Oh, okay." All right. Well, I was just wondering if it was still open. I was like, okay. And I thought, well, that was honest. That was very honest. I wasn't ready for it. I didn't like it as much as I.
Nah, honesty. Sometimes you can. You don't want people to completely bullshit you, but like honesty can. We got feelings too.
It'll bring you down a little bit. I said, why do I not look like it? He goes, no. And it just straight off.
Man, the problem is I don't have an initiative to be like if you could call me fat or anybody could be like making fun of me. I'm like, yeah, that sucks, man. I get mad about it. But then I'll go home and eat a whole row of Oreos, double stuffed.
I spiral really bad. Like if one little thing goes wrong, I'll spiral right out of control. I run out of Pam cooking spray, and I'm elbow deep in a bag of Oreos. That's funny that you say that, but double stuffed Oreos, I can't.
I actually had a question today presented to me, pretty serious question at work today. If you only had one thing to choose for the rest of your life, because it's been known that like Reese's is right up there with sex to me.
Right.
Like, in Reese's, if you put a Reese's in a freezer for a couple hours, I may pass on sex and eat the Reese's. So dude was like, would you rather have Reese's or Oreos double stuffed the rest of your life? You can only have one. And it's not I don't want Reese's Crunchy. I don't want Reese's Pieces. I don't want Reese's White Chocolate. Like the real original.
Straight up.
Real deal, original Holyfield. Reese's cup. 2 cups. And I said, I need more. What's the more of the parameters there and the rules? What we're doing with this? And he said,
like rest of your life, you get an unlimited supply of them.
Well, I guess you can only have one or the other though. And he said, there's no milk involved. I said, Reese's
all day.
You can't. No, if you just said milk's involved.
I don't drink milk anymore,
but with your Oreos. You got to.
Well, I don't, but if there's nothing been done any better ever than a Reese's peanut butter cup.
No, I agree. It's the best.
Oreos, double stuffed Oreos are really, really good. They're not better than a Reese's peanut butter cup. It's got peanut butter in it
and chocolate.
You got peanut butter in my chocolate. You got chocolate in my peanut butter. I like it.
I know, and I don't always eat my Oreos with milk too. The reason I don't is because I feel like if I sit down with a glass of milk and a whole thing of Oreos, I'm gonna eat those. I'm gonna eat a row.
Oh yeah.
So I walk through, like after supper, I walk through and get one Oreo out. Just one.
Yeah, graze through.
Then by the time I do a walk around the island in the kitchen, I come back and have another cookie. Then at 8:30, I come through to go to piss, and I grab an Oreo on the way, and I'm snacking on the Oreo as I'm whipping it out to pee.
Yeah.
Then as I wash my hands because I don't want to catch the coronavirus, then I come back.
I grab another
Oreo. By the time I've done that 6 times throughout the night, I might as well sit my fat ass down with a big glass of milk. And enjoyed them.
I'll stand in the kitchen and eat all the Oreos because if you take the pack and the glass of milk back to your chair and you sit there, you've made an event out of it. Now it's a big thing. It don't feel as bad to me if you just sit down and or if you just stand there and you're having a conversation and you eat a whole damn pack of Oreos.
And that's why Reese's ultimately wins.
Because there's 2 of them.
There's 2. If you have an unlimited amount, I don't know. I don't know what the restrictions are in this game. Yeah. It's a fiction game, not fictionary. Imaginary and fiction at the same time.
I like
what
that.
Just happened.
Yeah.
Fictionary. Yeah. So I don't know what the rules can be.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But I'm basing this off what a pack is versus what a small pack is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're getting 2 Reese's.
Yeah.
You can eat 16 Oreos.
Yeah. That's the problem. That's the real problem. Really. Now I really, really, really want some Oreos.
We're hitting some hard-hitting stuff this week.
Sometimes you got to sit down and you've got to list the pros and the cons of putting Pop Rocks in places that they ain't supposed to be, and which is better, double stuffed Oreos or Reese's. And if I'm going to have one for the rest of my life, I'd prefer it to be Reese's.
I agree. I think. A couple things on the internet this week. We've got to stop these mediocre NBA players, and we won't touch on this long because I know you don't like sports, and we've kind of went away from sports altogether. But we've got to get Draymond Greens of the world to get off the Charles Barkleys. Okay,
I don't even know what.
Draymond Green was the 4th best player on the Golden State Warriors team when they won the championships. Third best player before they got Kevin Durant. He's a power forward. He's a phenomenal player.
Right.
But the grand scheme of things, too many people in this generation are looking at Shaquille O'Neal and Charles Barkley as the fat, funny guys on TNT as analysts. They can't take their criticism. You know, you're talking about Shaq, a top 10 player of all time. You're talking about Barkley, at least a top 20, 25 player of all time. And these guys are disrespecting the hell out of them because they're all these pansy-ass millennials anyway that don't take criticism very well. Well, Barkley says something about the other day. He's averaging his triple single again, meaning he's not showing up because, you know, Kevin Durant left the Warriors, and Klay Thompson and Steph Curry have been injured all year. So it's been Draymond's been the best player on the Warriors, and he's not producing anything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, you know, he runs his mouth a lot when the players are around. So Draymond says, Charles Barkley should stop before I go take his job, though. He already ain't making enough money playing. Sick. So he needs that. I'm sorry. He already ain't making enough money playing, so he need that job. Did you get that?
I have an idea of what
he already didn't make enough money playing, so he needs that job.
Oh, okay.
Okay, there we go. He should stop talking to me. No rings, can't sit at this table. So Charles Barkley, who consistently averaged over 20 points and 10 rebounds, played as a 6'4" power forward, 1993 MVP, lost in the finals that year to Jordan and the Bulls, is getting shit-talked by the fourth best player on a dynasty team, okay? Barkley says, he's like the guy, and this is why I love Charles Barkley more than any other player not named Shaquille O'Neal. He's like the guy in the boy band who's the least important member, and he thinks the crowd is cheering for him. He doesn't realize he's standing next to Justin Timberlake. He don't have a face for TV. He's got a face for radio. So I get sick of all these players these days criticizing guys like Shaq and Barkley for just doing their job. They're analysts. They're not there to be your friends.
Right.
And they're also two of the greatest players to ever play. Maybe build your own resume. Yeah, you got 3 championships, but you got them riding the coattails of the two of the greatest shooters of all time and one of the best players around.
This has nothing to do with sports. It only has something to do with the Charles Barkley's comment. Back probably 4 or 5 years ago, Justin Timberlake was doing an awards show, and he did a whole medley of songs, like a big long medley. And somewhere in the middle of it, NSYNC got back together in the middle of the performance.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
No.
At that point in time, J.C. Chazé, which whenever they were first formed, he was the guy, right? He was supposed to be the face.
Yeah.
He gets up there and he's doing all the singing and everything. And he had said that he didn't want to come back. So they got up there and they done the dancing and the singing and all that stuff. And he's really feeling the crowd, you know, after he's talked all this shit about not wanting to come back and everything. After they get done, the song is over. He's still got his microphone. He's really feeling all the cheers. He goes, yay, yay, into the microphone after it's all over with. And I thought, oh, there was a douchebag moment that just happened to you right then, buddy. It was really like, you know how when you cringe, like the cringe starts at your toes and works through your stomach? You're just like, oh.
I usually go to the health department when that happens.
Yeah. And that was that moment.
Poor JC.
He thought he was
he thought he was the show, didn't he?
Yeah, he thought he was the show. Hey,
not.
Justin Timberlake did 7 songs before you and 7 songs after the one that y'all did together. I think it was about JT.
You don't see Justin Timberlake at a fanboy comic convention in Knoxville trying to sell autographs for $25.
He's not at Comic-Con. You know where he's at? He's with Jessica Biel somewhere.
Or selling out Madison Square Garden or doing anything like that. You know, just
yeah, he's not at Comic-Con.
I tell you who's taking over the world. The best comedian.
Did you say naked over the world?
Taking over the world.
Taking
I
over.
have said it. I'm a little jumble-mouthed at times. Joey Molinaro. He's a 26-year-old comedian from Indianapolis.
Yeah.
And he's the next in line, like on Frank Caliendo, who does a lot of the sports impressions.
Mm-hmm.
But this guy, and what draws me to Joey Molinaro is it's Mullinaro. Molinaro, huh? What am I?
Mullin
ARO.
Aero.
ARO.
Oh, ARO.
He's popped up there now. But see, like he started doing his sports impressions. He does a lot of different sports impressions, even people that I didn't even know.
Mm-hmm.
But he does like Andrew Luck and.
Do you like that? Impressions?
Yeah, I do.
To you?
I'm good at doing a lot of bad ones. I'm the worst, really. Like I'm the worst. I'll try to do people's voices that I'm not good at it.
Mm-hmm. Do you think those are funny? People do impressions.
What kind of troll job you trying to do right now?
That was a legitimate question.
Was it? Is why you had that look on your face?
The look of me trying to figure out how to click on this stupid video.
I like them if they're done well.
Yeah.
I like them if they're relevant. And he's found a niche here with Nick Saban, Ed Orgeron, Andrew Luck. Like he does a lot of sports people. But what I tell you, what my favorite things that he's doing is he's taking these things and
spit it out.
I'm seeing if any of them are there. Like he'll do like the Office where you meet each other and you're dancing with each other a little bit. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he takes like everyday normal things that happen in Office and makes skits out of them. Like he's walking through like oh, and everybody's doing. You know, how you meet somebody like oh, you get around you, dance by you. He does one of those and he does another one where he's like where you're sitting at your desk and that one guy comes through and they're like hey, he's like oh shit. And he's like, dude, you got to watch this video. He's like, you doing anything? And it's talking, and inside I said, oh, just typing at my desk. What's up? No, what's up? Oh, you got to check out this video. 12 effing minutes later. You know? And this guy's one of those guys that's showing you the phone laughing about everything.
Say something that's not going to respect money. I'm not going to. So quit asking.
So, but my favorite that he's doing
Mm-hmm.
is he's doing press conferences like out of a closet with people holding up brooms or direct TV remotes or whatever, and it's like post date, like it's like a post game interview,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like post date. Like, yeah, I think it went well. I think there'll be a second date. I think absolutely. Then the next one's like, well, now it's time to meet the parents. That's a big time. That's a big moment in the relationship. It's time to meet them. So they have to do another press conference, and it says, post date. Yeah, you know what? Good question. Think it went well. I told a couple jokes, which it's always tricky, right? You tell the dad a couple jokes. You don't know what they think's funny. They don't think what's not funny, what's going to work, what's not going to work. You don't know what they like. And he asked me this question, and I should have been ready for it. She prepped me on that. I wasn't ready. I wasn't really satisfied with my answer. They said, "Well, how was the mom's cooking?" Yeah, that's a tricky one, right? Great question. You pretend like you like it. It's actually not what you're used to. For me, the chicken was a little dry. Dude was just so like he's golden, man. I found him about a month ago, 3 weeks ago maybe, and I just actually don't know what that is, but and then oh god, but then the next week he gets dumped, and they're like, and he's sitting there like he's like in a closet with all these reporters after him.
Now is all this on YouTube or
it's on his Instagram? It's on his Twitter too. Like he posts. It's like he posts a lot of the same things daily, so they'll go more viral and everything. But like he's sitting in a closet, and they're like, "Okay, well, you just after date so and so met the parents." Looks like another impression. Yeah, see, it's March 8th. Like he goes back. They're like, you got dumped. It just happened. Maybe the dad didn't like the jokes. Maybe it was my commentary on the chicken. Maybe they didn't like my answer about the chicken, how dry it was. They said, well, you're a free agent now. Like, what do you think is the next scene for Brian on the dating scene? I got dumped 20 minutes ago. Like, what do you expect from me? And he gets up and storms out of the interview. This interview's over. Just like when a player gets mad at a press conference and storms out. He just, to me, he's doing something.
That's pretty funny right there.
I don't
know. I wish I could. That's a weird picture. I wish I could find one of his things.
God, he posts so much.
He does. This is like March 4th, and I've been scrolling since you've been talking.
Yeah. I guess it just gets him more viral if if he sends more stuff. So
654,000 views. So I mean, his he's got a lot of viewers.
He's my flinger.
movie quote guy.
Hey, what do you brought my own God seal. Sure. We're all doing karaoke.
He's slowly getting away from.
Actually got my cousin's wedding out of town. So. This wedding's horseshit. Oh, right on, man. That sounds good. Hey, I gotta run this. Hey, make sure you tell your boss you wake up in the morning and it's excellent. Right, you know what they say. You're not first. But you're not first. You're. Are we not? Never mind. All right. See you, dude.
They're pretty funny. They got
Yeah.
some good stuff.
That is Joey Mulinaro. Not just there's just
Not-
one L.
Okay.
Just one L in it. Joey Mulinaro.
My bad.
My bad. Apparently a big Seinfeld fan too at some point there. Maybe always. Seinfeld a big for all comedians, I guess.
We I guess we didn't even talk about all the Cookville stuff, the Nashville stuff. That's pretty-
I don't know what to say about it.
That's-
It's just so awful. I don't know how to do it.
yeah, we just Van Eric got pretty lucky.
He did get very lucky, but
A
then
classmate of ours.
Then
Mine.
again, you know, the situation was just so bad. You know, I don't have the words. I don't know what to say. You know, it's just
Yeah,
the
it's
children that were lost, and you know, as a parent, you just think how awful that would be
Yeah.
for your children, and then you know, there's so many other lives that were lost. It was just an awful, awful situation, and still really a lot of people displaced from it, and still really bad. So I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it sucks, man.
I don't know how to say it.
I guess we'll take it more serious
Yeah.
because I mean, even that night, to be honest with you, Lindsay said we got bad storms. Her and the two little boys were in the bedroom, and I was sitting on the couch. I always wind my night down watching some sports
Mm-hmm.
on DVR. And then before I go to bed, and she said, "You better wake Waylon up. It's going to get bad." And how little I was worried about this storm because
Right.
every time you hear it's coming, it's coming. We've been very fortunate over the years not to get hit in our
Mhm.
area. And I remember like seeing when I went to bed, before I went to sleep, actually, I fell asleep on the couch. It was in Kentucky, and I thought, well, it's
Yeah.
no big deal. And she kept yelling, get Waylon up. I'm like, it's going to be fine. It's going to pass. You know, it's how often does this happen?
Yeah.
You know? And so we finally get him down there, and he don't even go in like we never even went to a safe spot, man.
Right.
It's how little you think about it. He falls asleep in the recliner next to me, and he tells me we have a full length conversation about a basketball game I was watching, and I don't even remember having it. And I was asleep in front of our window on the couch.
Yeah.
This big glass window. So I woke up, you know, of course, no power.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, I take a shower that night, got ready, got to Gainesboro, and my phone just starts going off like crazy. And Mackie and 2 or 3 other people had started texting me, "Are you okay?
Mhm.
Are y'all okay?" I said, "Well, we lost power, and I've had no cell phone service since about 10:30 last night, 11 o'clock." He's like, "Dude, have you seen Cookville?" I said, "I don't have a clue what you're talking about."
Mm-hmm.
He starts sending me pictures of FedEx and
Mhm.
Williams Auto Sale and Echo Valley Market. And
Yeah.
I'm like, "Dude, what the hell?"
Yeah.
He said, "Dude, it's bad."
Yeah.
And that's when it starts trickling out. 3 people dead, 5 people dead, 8 people dead, 10, 12. Then I start text Van Eric. I said, "Hey, just now I thought about this.
Yeah.
I seen where it hit." I said, "Man, you good?" "Yeah, houses. Whole neighborhood's destroyed. Our house got hit. We're good. Text you later." Then I text a couple other friends and seen, they were close to that damage. My Aunt Rhonda's house, close to the damage, didn't get hit.
The house that you used to live in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
I wondered about it.
Well, it's one street over from
Yeah.
Flunk Whitson. It got destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't think about it, man. We all take it, just take it for granted. But I tell you what, man, I don't care, and you can say whatever I want. When I've been different inside, like when my mom died, it takes a piece out of you don't realize.
Yeah.
You start thinking long term about stuff. You think big picture about things, And there's not a time I don't leave my house where I don't kiss every one of my kids.
Right.
Because you never know.
Mm-mm.
I don't. And I know I don't get serious on the show much, but there's not a time where I don't go kiss Jack on the forehead and he smiles at me. I don't, Waylon's too big for all that, but I'll give him a half hug and a dap him up a little bit, little half, handshake, whatever. Love you, buddy. Love you. Go kiss Bayless's ornery ass on the forehead and tell him, he'll ooh, in the mornings. I kiss that little ornery shit. Tell all of them I love them. Tell Lindsay goodbye. Just depends if she's in a Bayless mood or a Waylon mood, whether I kiss her on the forehead.
All right.
Be careful. Drive safe. Have a good day. Because you never know.
Yeah.
You never know. And nobody thought when they went to bed that night that kids and people were going to be picked up. A guy I work with got thrown, depending on who you ask, 500 feet or 300 yards. They put helmets on.
Yeah, I was saying.
And survived.
I was about to say, is that the one who him and his wife put a helmet on?
Yeah, and had 5 people at Tucko affected. Everybody lived, fortunately, but they had 5 houses destroyed. But at my work,
it was absolutely awful, and that thing was on the ground from Nashville to Cookeville. I mean,
it's unbelievable, man.
It was so bad, and they said the only thing that stopped it from going into downtown Cookeville was there was a weather front, some warm air moved in and stopped it right there where it stopped at.
Yeah. Wow.
Dissipated it out right there.
Well, Cookeville, I mean, I'm traveled right by there off County Farm to Pippin, crossing over to Jackson, and people are trying to go down 70. I get it. Everybody wants to see the damage. God dang, you can just be right there at that red light and look around and see.
Yeah, that one where that on the run was at, man. You can look any direction.
I just can't imagine what it looks like down 70.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what. I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
It's just, I seen the pictures. That's enough for me.
Yeah, for sure. I seen some drone footage, and one of Kara's friends was down in Mount Juliet where it hit, and she sent out a text to all of her girls and said, we're okay, and then sent pictures of everything. And I mean, the whole damn neighborhood's destroyed, and they had to go sit with neighbors while the ambulance waited. Waiting on the ambulance, and there was one of her neighbors was a nurse, and she was trying to help the nurse help as many people as she could, and it's just holy shit.
And Cookeville holds a special place. I mean, I love Cookeville.
Yeah, I do too.
I know. It's just we both went to school there, and I mean, I'm there every day for work. Seeing that place grow the way it has, and a lot of good memories in Cookeville. I mean, a lot of good memories, and just it's growing now, which sucks.
Yeah.
But that small town feel of Cookeville, and they really rallied around, done some great things. A lot of good people. Yeah. I mean, god dang, 3,000 people or whatever it was showed up to the old Hobby Lobby parking lot to volunteer.
Yeah,
they had turned people away from donating blood. And that's awesome.
We had to take Camden to a doctor's appointment up there the day afterwards, and man, they said that there was a shortage of blood at the hospital, and they were asking people to go donate, and the doctor's office that we were at was short-staffed because they'd sent a bunch of nurses over to the hospital, and we drove past Blood Assurance over there, the place where they give blood. I mean, there was no place to park, and I bet there was 200 or 300 people standing outside trying to get in the door to give blood. It was crazy.
So Nashville got hit too, the basement east, but they got I'm glad Cookeville showed up the way they did, though. Nashville got a lot of the headlines because it's Nashville and it's understandable. But I think once the news of all the tragedies came out, Cookeville got a little. And it don't matter. It's not like it's a competition of who you're talking about. Right. It's unfortunate either way. But
it's bad when the president comes out to say it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
but just
that's pretty big
loss of kids. That's just.
It's always tough. No
I mean, you don't want to lose anybody. You don't want to lose anybody, but 4-year-old kids, oof.
It's tough.
That's awful.
That is. I don't question things, but I don't understand things.
I don't understand that one. That's for damn sure. That's I didn't know how to bring it up or what's that. I still don't address it. I still don't know how to say anything about it. It just breaks your heart.
It's tough
for those
man.
People.
Well, just put a positive spin on it.
You do put a positive spin on it, but I'll tell you what, I absolutely aggravates the hell out of me. And it's part of it.
I know it. Talk about it. I know what you're going to say.
All the business trying to swoop in and do shit with it.
Well, That one, okay, I didn't.
What was you gonna say?
No, go ahead. Talk about your business. I agree. I seen some people coming out on their social media, scooping it up. Is that what you're saying?
No, I driving around, and I get that I get that people have to rebuild. You know, this part about capitalism I don't like, and this is going to sound like I'm talking about socialism, and I don't. You know, it's not political.
Wish I was smart enough to know the difference between socialism and capitalism. Talk about it.
But the signs for let us come do this, hire us, we'll come do
I
that.
got you.
Holy shit, that aggravates the hell out of me. You just had a tragedy, and people, it feels like, and it's probably not. It's probably not vultures trying to swoop in and follow the storm. You know, it's probably not what it is, but hell, it feels like it. You know,
Yeah.
That's just aggravating as hell to just drive around Cookeville and see all these signs that popped up, people shoved in the ground of let us come fix this, let us come fix that. Do you need this? Do you need that?
A buddy of mine in Baxter, down 70, but on the Baxter end, he said that he was out and there was a crew of people already working on stuff. He asked them, hey, do you guys clean up tree, blah, blah, blah. Priced it to them. So they didn't, he yelled at them.
Mm-hmm.
But then he says the girlfriend was home, and the next day, and the people came up to the door, traveling, doing what you're saying. They were looking for business.
Yeah.
I've seen people talk about insurance people and people that get quotes on stuff, from whatever insurance company it was, saying, hey, we can be here for you to repair that.
Yeah.
Mere hours
after.
The next morning. Like we don't know you offer
those services, right? Hey, let us get past the fact that our fucking house just got destroyed before you swoop in and start trying to, get in my pocketbook.
Yeah.
Holy shit! It just. I was driving around up there the other night. And I was just so mad driving around, looking at all that shit. And I know it's got to be done. I know it. I know it's got to be done. I know that's part of it, just rebuilding. But give them a minute.
What about this one? This is where I thought you were going with it. People that, and this is kind of backhanded right here. This is backhanded. Because I don't know where the line is at. This is coming from somebody that I get it. When y'all follow me on social media, I put pictures of my kids every time I meet a celebrity. I mean, y'all probably think I'm attentionwhore.com.
Mm-hmm.
When really, I don't mind sharing my life. It's never about look at me, really. Maybe it is sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it is. Maybe when we post these concerts and I get it. People probably are sitting there thinking I'm about to be a hypocrite because I do put so much of my life on social media with my kids and with my personal life. I don't know how I feel, and this don't hit me as much, but I've seen a lot of people talk about it. Mike Vrabel, actually, Tennessee Titans head coach, was on the Zone and on Good Morning Football, and they asked him, what can people do to help? He's like, I don't know, maybe put your cell phones down and quit taking pictures and pick up a branch.
Right.
And here's where I'm going with it. There's a lot of people who volunteer. And a lot of people did great.
That volunteer bullshit that you just doing it for the gram.
Well, and it wouldn't be as bad as if you just maybe put a status that says, hey, we volunteered. It feels good to be out in the community helping. But I've seen so many people, and look, I'm not taking shots. I know people that probably listen to this show are going to hear this, and you may be guilty of this. But so many people who are hugged up with their family members with the damage behind them.
Mm-hmm.
They've got pictures of their whoever in their family, in the action of bending down and taking stuff. But I think the posed up picture with a group, I don't know, man. It just kind of come off as
a little bit of virtue signaling, a little bit of look at us, we're helping.
I mean.
A little bit, right?
The group shots is the one that done it for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even care that somebody else, whoever's Facebook account is it, and you're taking pictures of your children working. It's still a little bit of that. The group shots, I don't know what the difference is. It's like we're I
don't know. It's kind of just do it. If you're going to do it, just do it. You don't need if you're doing it because you need recognition, then you're doing it for the wrong reason.
Yeah. But I also got told I was a needy MFer that posting a lot of stuff on social media. So maybe I'm a hypocrite, but
who knows? Long story short, I hope everybody can get out of it as well as they can, and our heart goes out to all the people that lost loved ones and all the families. Oh my God, I've seen a couple of entire families wiped completely out. Just.
Yeah, that's unimaginable.
Yeah.
To do. It's crazy. I guess guaranteed next time when one comes through, we'll all.
Everybody will hunker down.
So that's crazy.
Yeah. I don't have anything else. Do you have anything else? I didn't have anything to start with, so that was kind of an irrelevant statement.
When you're making fun of military time, I didn't have a lot this week.
Yeah.
I don't want to worry about that. I did want to say congratulations to the guys at Man Cave Inc.
And tell me who the guy was that put Pop Rocks.
I'll tell you after the show.
Right now. Who would they be?
How many times?
Adam Brable.
How many times have you said no? I'll tell you off air. Unlike you, I'll tell you off air because we always forget about it because we're at the end of the
I just
show.
always forget.
Yeah, we always forget. It ain't like you're trying to hold information. I know more about your life than you do.
That is a lot. There's a lot of truth in that.
And you know a lot of.
I know a lot of things you probably don't remember.
Yeah, that's where I was.
Yeah.
Oh, let me count the ways on that one. I do want to say congratulations to my friends Carlos Huesca, and Carlos is always griping to me that I never bring him on the show. We don't like Mexicans for the most part, and I'm just joking. That's a joke. Carlos, is my buddy. He always like you bring the drunk midget on there. I was like, well, that's good ratings.
Mm-hmm.
I said Jeremy Mackey sells T-shirts. He signs tits at bars. Carlos, no offense, but you don't sell T-shirts and you don't sign man boobs at bars. So when you can do that, we'll have you on more.
Yeah,
but we did have him on to promote.
I would say he's been on.
Oh, absolutely, he's been on. But man, he's the 1/3 of the Man Cave Inc. Memorabilia shop, and we give it a plug here today. Juwan Jennings. It was just going to be a regular autograph signing with his marketing agent Chris Beverly. Chris Beverly called me to be part of a press conference per se. He got to go down there and ask a few questions in the press conference prior, but it turned into a lot bigger because he was doing a donation drive.
Mm-hmm.
They ended up having over 500 people come through the autograph signing. 4 truckloads of donations that got dropped off there in Mountain Juliet.
Wow.
So, and Juwan Jennings, got a good future in the NFL coming up here, and successful. I mean, that was about as good a success as you can
hope for.
You could hope for. I mean, like all kinds of donations. You got a future NFL star. Like he didn't do real well on his combine speed to be a wide receiver, but that dude's got a different gear as far as game day intensity and just going up and catching balls. That somebody's gonna get a workhorse. They may be later on in the draft. Now he may his stock may have slipped a little bit after that combine time. But
boy, there was some big boys run some fast times.
And that offensive lineman that done that, his stock went
through the roof,
way up.
Yeah,
a 5.1 40 or something like that. Or
there was
5 point something.
Yeah, I mean he was 360 something pounds, wasn't he?
Do you remember how far this shows came, Lucas? Do you know how far this shows came?
How far?
On episode 2, or maybe episode 1,
mm-hmm.
the combine of 2016 had just happened.
Yeah.
You edited where we talked about an offensive lineman's junk falling out of his shorts. We did a whole thing on I'm pretty sure it's episode 1.
He said he got up and looked at his coach, smiled, and my dick popped out.
Lucas calls me and he says, I've got to edit where we talked about the offensive line. I was like, no, it's funny. That's what people are wanting to hear. So he goes, I said his dick fell out of his shorts. We can't talk like that on this show. I'm like, well, I mean,
okay,
maybe not. It was episode 1. We won't fight about it after one episode. Maybe a lot of times I've thought things were good and Lucas has taught me off the ledge. Is people who've listened to the last 130 something episodes probably knows there's more times than not Lucas is more level headed, cool, calm, and collective. I've been told, and so I was like, I think he would hit. I think a dick falling out of his shorts is a funny thing.
It's funny.
Here we are, how many episodes ever later? We're talking about Pop Rocks on nuts. Hell in a handbasket, son.
Hell in a handbasket. It was so disturbing whenever that guy, it come out and it was, the gravity of the situation was so big that he didn't fall down on purpose. It drug him to the ground. He damn near stepped on it.
Yeah, that's a
big boy.
Is that a bad problem to have?
I don't think so. I don't know. Hey. I've never had the problem.
I was told
I can't step on mine. He about did.
Well, I was told actually there was an article somebody pinpointed. I was reading it for funny things. that men with large penises
Mm-hmm.
are insecure because they think that's the only reason women want them. They think that nobody ever will truly love them because they only love them for their large penises.
Mm.
We gonna feel sorry for you.
I don't.
We gonna feel sorry for you for that.
Yeah, I don't. I don't care. I don't care what your insecurity is. I don't give a shit about your insecurity at that point. You know what I mean?
We don't care.
I think she only loves me because of my hog. Okay. Well, you know what? You go to the other line. This isn't the room for you. This isn't.
A speed bump. Nobody feels sorry for your hammerhead you're carrying over there. Okay.
Nobody cares that you were running so fast that your junk popped out and it drug you to the ground. And that's the problem that you have.
That's the problem.
That's the
what
problem you have.
Yeah. She
That guy over there, he drunk his whole family away from him. He's going to die of liver cancer. Your problem is your dick drug you to the ground. So I don't care. I don't care what your problem is.
Oh, it's such a problem to have. She only loves me.
That's the only reason she loves me. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Tough guy.
Yeah. Can't listen to you.
No.
Can't listen to those problems.
What a world. What a world we're living in where men are trying to get sympathy for having large
You ain't getting
members.
it. You ain't getting it from this guy.
Throbbing members. Even.
That's a ploy to get women.
That's an angle. That's an
angle to get women. That's what that is.
Those are the guys that make fun of how small it is.
Yeah, right.
Then somebody opens it and they're like,
"Oh my god!"
They get the instant Pornhub reaction.
Yeah.
See,
well, this show went to shit right here at the end.
it always does.
Always does.
If there's one thing you can depend
count on, we're gonna ruin it right at the end.
We had the crowd in the palm of our hand with our actual stuff that we heartfelt meaning for Cookville that we had, and then we ended.
Shit the bed right at the end.
It's kind of weird that at least one time an episode, we get to talk about penises.
Why is that? What is our problem?
Well, I don't think we got enough time in the day to figure that out.
Yeah, I think
we tried to figure out what our problem was 30 minutes prior to recording, and here we are still talking about penises. It's just like when we say, guys, you can work out all day, but the women ain't looking at you. It's the men.
Mm-hmm.
Women don't care about penis size. It's us men studying your big ones at the end of the day.
There's not a podcast with two women sitting in a basement that are talking about that defensive lineman or offensive lineman that fell because his junk fell out. But there is a podcast with two guys sitting in a basement talking about an offensive lineman's junk falling out and dragging him to the ground.
And we're straight.
We think. As much as we talk opposite. Maybe we've discovered the problem.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Speak for yourself.
Well, you're part of this. You told me earlier that we was both part of this, so let's get off here.
Speaking for Dustin Kennedy, for Lucas Hickman, I'm Dustin Kennedy. You ready now?
Let's get out of here. We love you. See y'all later.
Love you.